Good morning, everyone. Stacy Alcorn, P3 Coaching with today's sales update. So, how is it that you used to farm a neighborhood, whether it be mortgages or real estate? How is it that you would stay in touch with an entire neighborhood 10 years ago? For most of us, the way we stayed in touch was through farming. That meant that we paid a lot of money for designing and preparing and printing postcards and brochures, and then a lot of money in mailing them out. And what would happen with a lot of those brochures? A lot of times they'd get tossed out. So the return on the investment for farming 10 years ago was minimal. And in fact, many agents didn't stay on top of it because they didn't see immediate results from it. I'm going to talk to you about how to farm in today's economy. The best way to start a farm is using Facebook. So let's say, for example, that there's a particular area, maybe it's a particular town that you want to farm to. Let's say, for example, it's Westford, Massachusetts, just a community that you want to attract business in. How do you go about farming that community on Facebook? Well, first you have to start a Facebook business page. Used to be called a fan page. You go on, start your free business page, and call it something like Around Town in Westford, or 365 things to do in Westford, cool things in Westford. Have like a catchy little sound to your page. Then you have to make sure that you're dedicated to updating it regularly. So you'll want to go on and update your Around Town in Westford page once, twice, 3 times a day maybe. What kind of content are you going to add? Well, find out what's happening around town. One way to do that is subscribe maybe to the local newspaper, read what's happening in the town. But what you could post is little tidbits about what's happening in town. You can post restaurant reviews and local things to do in the town. How about school lunch menus for the local schools? How about upcoming Little League schedules? Just post everything that's happening in the town. You become the town expert. Now, how do you gain followers on your new Around Town in Westford page? Most communities in US, Canada, most communities do have a Facebook page already dedicated to that community. So, for example, Westford, Massachusetts already has a community page, and it has lots of followers already. Well, if I go on and like the community page, just click the little like button on Facebook, now I can post things to the community page. So what I would do is I would go on to the Westford community Facebook page once, twice, 3 times a day and post little items to get people back to my page, Around Town in Westford. So it's a fast way to gain followers. The other way to get followers is look at the local businesses in your town. Many of them already are going to have their own Facebook pages. So, for example, Westford, Massachusetts, there's a great ice cream and family place called Kimball's Farms. Most likely they already have their own Facebook page. Well, I can go on there now and do a rating of Kimball's Farms. Talk about the ice cream, have little Facebook updates about how I feel about Kimball's Farms. I would go on, post those updates to the Westford community page and draw people back to my page, Around Town in Westford. I would also go on and post those updates, either video blog updates or written review updates by me. I'd post those on the Kimball's Farm page and get people back to my page, Around Town in Westford. That's how you go about creating a farm in today's market. This works for mortgage originators, it works for real estate agents. Become the expert in your town. The way you can do it is through Facebook. I hope you enjoyed today's update.